And welcome to this week's edition of Hockey and Chill. Again, I'm joined by head coach Brett Larson. Brett, a couple of really good topics we're going to discuss in this week's film session. As you roll our first clip, we're going to talk about how important it is for forwards to apply back pressure to the neutral zone and how that can lead to transition hockey.
Well, it's a big part of the game. You can tell when your team's into it, too. You're winning these races. You see Jack Paling here cut that off, create a turnover. Now you're looking to go north with it quick and attack. And it's a huge part of our game. With our speed up front, if we can do a good job back pressuring teams, it's going to create offense for us and it's going to limit theirs.
Second topic we want to discuss on today's episode is shooting indirectly at the net. A lot of teams in college hockey now do such a good job of taking away the shooting lanes directly toward the net, and how shooting away from the net and getting some tips on that really can help you create a better scoring opportunity.
This is where the game, I think, just has continued to get better, and people are learning and finding different ways. But shot blocking and being in the lane has become so good now. Sometimes it's just so hard to get the pucks to the net against these teams, and they have layers of it. It's not just the top layer. D are now taught to front down below and block shots and leave the guy in behind you, rather than in the old days you'd just be trying to push that guy out of the way. Well, guys are too big and strong to push out of the way now. So we call it having layers around the net. We want to have guys, we say eyes and feet. So you always want somebody in the goalie's eyes, somebody off to the side of the feet, and giving you options, either a direct quick shot or look into those plays off net to try to create some opportunities.
And Brett, the last topic of conversation we'll have today is the third forward help down below in the defensive zone, and how having good support on your defenseman can help create a good breakout, and then again limiting offensive chances for your opponent.
We talk a lot about a low and slow center. It sounds kind of funny, but you want that player underneath their coverage, and whether it's D-zone structure breakout where he's the next guy to a puck in a battle, or it's a little pop play to the center real low, it gives you the opportunity to get underneath their forecheck and allow the wingers to push up and create some space. So for us, having a low and slow center, a guy that's in a good position to support the D, really helps with the breakouts, and if there's a turnover, he's in a good defensive position.
And we see here in this glass clip, Sam Henches does a really good job. Again, he cycles in behind that to grab a loose puck. He, in fact, creates a breakaway opportunity here for Yami Cornell. This is what leads to his first collegiate goal.
Yeah, great goal, by the way, too. So obviously that support down there is critical. And like I said, there's a lot of pucks that end up kind of in areas. So the defensemen are taught to defend. They're pushing guys to a certain area. If that center can get down there and pick up those loose pucks, you can create a lot of offense out of it, because the other team's F3 is usually fairly high. So now that center has the opportunity to step into some space and look to make a play.
Right, always a pleasure. Again, thank you for coming in and joining us breaking down film. We'll see you again next time.
Thanks for having me.